as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 15. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 6 now. And Stroud now to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch.
Touchdown, Texans! Ashton Dulin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal. And it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Into space at the 45, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Tate, and he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ashton Doolin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Throwing now is Daniels. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now Daniels. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Daniels working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Robinson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A handoff for Warren. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Yeah, he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On the give, it's Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Warren. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. In motion, the tight end. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Stroud. And this one complete to Doolin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's third and a few inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Will Anderson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Brian Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. George Pickens, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense set to take over. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Robinson with another carry. Oh, nice move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Daniels. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. This is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Up the middle they go. It's Tate, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tate down to the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Jordan Davis
Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stroud looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Warren will try the right side.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Back to throw. Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Daniels.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And they run the option on second down.
He'll pitch it back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing now is Daniels.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 29,
Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
looking to throw. Stroud.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
The offense on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Washington. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tate. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off
by Justin Simmons.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead, pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Just a 4-play drive that time.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Stroud.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Doolin, the man in motion. And Stroud now to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Now a run with Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Stroud.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
On the ground, Tate.
And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. And they take a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.